my name is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel, everybody. I'm so excited to have you all back here together again. And in today's video, we'll be discussing another Edgar Wright movie. Wow, it's amazing how I actually have been watching Edgar Wright films. Like, it's just amazing how I kept doing that. It's just amazing. Like, ever since I saw Hot Fuzz, I have been on an Edgar Wright train. Then I watched Grindhouse that weekend. Then I watched Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And then this past weekend, The World's End. And now we're finally watching one of his known best movies, Baby Driver. Which you're about to hear my thoughts in a minute. It's one of those films that people have been saying that this is like one of people recommend this to be like one of their favorite movies of all time. Just for disclosure, I don't think this movie's like top tier movie, but it is something. So with that said, let's get started talking about Baby Driver. Alright, so for me, right off the bat with this show, this movie, sorry, I was just watching a review for Loki. Not a spoiler review, just a spoiler-free review. So I'm not gonna spoil anything. I will tomorrow when I do my review for the first two episodes or the first episode. Okay, so for me, what I loved about this film is really just the incorporation of music and style. Like, when you get into this film, literally the way that it's stylized with Baby listening to music, it's stylized in a very cool way, where every time you're with him, you get all these great songs, and it's very cool. And also the soundtrack is just fantastic. It's so good. I love the soundtrack. Love the soundtrack. It's just amazing. And then you also got to talk about the characters. I mean, the characters in here are they're not. They have all these certain qualities about them where all the characters are likable in some ways, especially with like Jamie Foxx's character, like. He's always throwing the F-bombs and stuff like that. And it's like, this is crazy. And like, all the characters are relating to him and talking to him and talking him down. And like, they know what to do. And it's like, I love the characters in the movie. And it also has some pretty cool action sequences. Like, they don't hide on with the action. They do tons of things with the action, whether it's blood, whether it's shooting people. Like, they do a bunch of great action sequences, a couple of cool car chases. So yeah, I think the action in here was also really good. And also just kind of like the relationships where you get to see Baby Driver doing his driving things, and then you get to see his relationship with the girl at the diner, which I thought was really nice. And another thing you gotta talk about with this film is that the movie has a great cast. With Jamie Foxx, Lily James, the girl that played the live action version of Cinderella, which is something I forgot to mention. So yeah, great action, great way to do characters. And also, I believe this is kind of like a suspense film, but like there's parts of it where you're like, oh no, is he gonna kill the girl? Oh no, is he gonna die? I mean, like, oh no, like it's cool the way they do it. And then there's just some shocking scenes where it's like, oh my gosh, did that character literally just do this? Oh my gosh, did that character literally just say that? And then like, the way the story goes with Baby, the way what happens at the end, I think that the ending is actually satisfying. So yeah, this movie has a lot of great stuff, great emotions, great characters, great relationships, great way to see a character with day-to-day lives and stuff like that, seeing different parts of his life. Great soundtrack, some cool action sequences. So it really just has everything you kind of like in a film, and this is like a really good movie. So those are my pros on this film. Now let's talk about the bad. Alright, so I don't really have any big issues with this movie, but the issues that I kind of have with the film is really when you get towards the end of the film, when basically all the members, all the baby's teammates, when they die. Cause like when they die, like Jamie Foxx's character dies, and then the other adult guy with the wife, his wife dies, and baby and the other guy are like the only two guys left. So it's like, it doesn't really make sense of why they died and what was going on here, and like I don't understand. I mean, obviously he did something wrong by killing Jamie Foxx's character, but it's like, I mean, I know they're doing something wrong, but it's like I don't really understand like what happened, like and why did they capture him? Like, what were those tapes? Like, I feel like that specific story arc there, it wasn't explained very well. So that whole bit from them capturing him. Obviously, Jamie Foxx's character, even before that, you can see that he didn't like him because he kept thinking he was like a nerd for music, but you know, he just didn't understand. But that's what gives my issues with the film. Everything else is just so good, and I love this movie. It's not like a top tier film. I mean, it is fantastic. It is great, but it's not like a film that I'm gonna rewatch every single day. But it is a really good movie, so I'm gonna give this. Well, actually, I'll show you my score in a minute. But before I give you my score, be sure to tell me down below, what do you guys think about Baby Driver? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Right in between. And are you guys gonna be watching it this weekend for the Sparks Brothers in a couple of weeks, or probably next week, I believe? Or actually, yeah, Sparks Brothers comes out next week. So yeah, if it wherever it premieres, I'm actually gonna be reviewing it. So we'll see what happens next week. But I checked my notes for it. It's on there, but for the movie calendar, movies disappear and go somewhere else. But when I looked them up, they're still on the same release date. So, and it's the same thing with the Beatles Get Back movie. It says that it's released. It's supposed to release August 27th, but it's not there on the movies list. So, on the 2021 movies list. So, well, for my notes, it's on there, but for 2021 Wikipedia list, it's not. So, we'll see what happens. But I really want to do an Edgar Wright ranking because I kind of like his movies. But that's my review. And also, did you guys see Baby Driver in the theater? Because people are raving about this movie a lot. Every time I look on their lists on Letterboxd. But now let's go with my score now. Alright, so that's it for my score for the film, but we're not done yet. We have one more thing to do before we end this video, and that's to see where does this film rank in the Edgar Wright films. Let's see. so that is it for my ranking as well as my review for Baby Driver. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram is Marvel6 and my TikTok is Marvel1Fan. If you guys don't understand those names, head to my about section so you can follow me on all social medias. I'm also on Letterboxd. It's the same name as my Instagram, Marvel_6_, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.